How's it going, everybody? Happy Sunday, or almost Monday in Australia. Just a quickie today. Got to take the kids to the pool. And it's chaos around here. Dogs barking and some kids riding his four-wheeler across the road. Anyway, I got a really great question about the trick of making single notes sound big on an acoustic. And it's a really great topic because it's a great skill to have in your bag. And I don't know a lot about it, but I would like to talk a little bit about the way I approach it and I think about it, because it is something I'm aware of. Because when you sit in the room and you with a really great acoustic player, and they have this way of making single notes sound larger than life on an acoustic. It's really amazing. And I say that like without effects or anything, you know what I mean? Just a straight acoustic guitar. So I turn the amp off. I think there's a couple things that help generate that kind of energy to make those notes really speak. It's certainly a relationship between the right and left hand. And I think I've done it so much now that I don't think about it when I'm doing it, but if I look at what I'm doing and I sort of analyze it a little bit, there's a part of the finger that I use on the left hand where there's a little more meat and it's a little lower in the fingertip. So I feel like there's more coverage. This is probably way too analytical. You guys may not even give a shit about this, but it is a handy thing to have when you're playing solo by yourself. I'll tell you that, because it gives you an extra fifth gear or, an extra dynamic skill to make things speak. So that being said, I was just kind of watching myself do it this morning to try and explain it. So I do that. I go a little lower in the finger and I get more coverage of the string with the finger. There's a feathering of the pick that I also do with the attack. I use the round part of the pick, right? And I'm actually using quite a bit of the pick when I hit it too. Not necessarily hitting it any harder, although sometimes when you do that, it splats out, the string does. So you don't really want that, but what you want is that perfect combination, the recipe of the attack of your right hand, the round edge of the pick, and again, this is just the way I do it. There's probably a million ways to do it. You just want to create a little extra energy in that moment to make those notes speak. And then you can have those ringing over top of your next thing, which, you know what I mean? Which gives you sort of more of a conversation and less of a one a one energy kind of statement, if that makes sense. As you get higher up the neck, I've found you have to be even softer in the hands, right? Because there's less distance going on between what you're doing. So that's when I think maybe I even go a little more vibrato up higher to generate the energy. So that little exercise I was doing in the beginning, also you don't need to use a pick the whole time to get that single note energy. You could just imagine that you're using your fingers the same way. You want to get coverage when you're hitting the strings. And you want to keep, with your vibrato, all you're doing is like cycling the energy back through the neck, right? At least that's what I think it's doing. I don't know. I mean, we could do this for an hour. There's so many subtleties and shades involved in doing. My daughter's screaming for me in doing that, but if that's step one, maybe think about that a little bit, because it helps me when I play solo. And again, I just do it because I practice it so much, and I don't think about it when I'm performing, but it is something that makes the guitar speak. There you go. Have a great Sunday. Have a great Monday in Australia. And thanks again for all the really nice messages. And you guys got me thinking about doing this acoustic thing. I saw Billy Strings sit in with Del McCoury at the Ryman a couple weeks ago. And man, that guy he's so great. He sang his ass off. So good. Anyway, have a great weekend. We'll see you soon.